They got beaten, but they put up a decent fight there, especially the likes of Liaz. He looked very good indeed. His form continues to look very exciting on Inferno. He dropped 26 kills. Yesterday he got 30, so I'm sure they're going to have something to say about this one. They'll be standing on the CT side here. We'll look at the approach from ENCE. They bring out a P250 in the hands of Alu. One smoke, a flashbang, no HE suggests they won't be going for any squeaky door antics just yet, focusing towards the ramp and outside. That's where the bomb will be heading towards the former, and we've got a boost towards the round from JKS. Could throw a spanner in the works here. It's not a common position in the pistol round, so that could be interesting as they get ready for their pounds towards outside, towards the main entrance.
Sonny and Ariel. Alu down below. Jacob, the one that will be in the entrance to try and shut it down. Smoke in front of him. So do they bypass? What's the call? Because they don't have to go inside of the main entrance at all. In fact, not in mini. They can go toward outer. They can wrap. It's not even about secret at that point. It's about overwhelming anyone that's going to be toward heaven. Sonny's already up above the air conditioner, but not aware that Az is down below inside of the lockers. He finds two. No one able to respond. Sonny, his task is done. But the problem being that he's stuck upstairs. Everyone knows where he is, and they've got the bomb down at ramp as well.
Well, there it is, Azza with 3. It looked like there was a window of opportunity there for ENCE to jump through with that first kill towards the ramp. They didn't anticipate a second player, though, however, and 100 Thieves will take a very important pistol round, considering it's the pick of ENCE, and it's the CT side of Nuke. Give that pistol away, it means valuable rounds will be given up, and it's a very CT-sided map. I guess not so much these days with the Krieg meta, but it still counts. We'll see Azza getting it done here. Lovely work towards outside, spins around to get the third as well, and they get into a full eco situation for ENCE. Just Glocks, 1 P250, 1 flash, trying to get the bomb down towards lower, perhaps. We'll see which way they're inclined, avoiding the damage outside of the start at least. Should be 2-0 here, no problem. Towards ramp they go. Very tight choke point. Held off by the smokes for now. You might as well push through this. You want some sort of element of surprise here. They catch JKS with a nade in his hand, but that's about all you'll get from him as he manages to get just the 2. I say just, maybe there's a second here. Gratisfaction down to 20 HP. And yes, he will be dropped. So actually an even kill for now. They might as well slow down the pace and see whether they can salvage the weapons and maybe make something of this. Damage done towards Sergey there. Only got the Glock, can't challenge that again. Oh, held in by Liaz. He's going to have an absolute field day here. $1,200 in the bank. 3-on-1. Sergey with no recovered weaponry. Glock. 1 minute, no bomb. Just waiting for a mistake. An impatient CT perhaps to push him towards his crosshair.
We all know one of those. Usually in our matchmaking, we have at least one of those.
Why are you pushing for? We had the bomb.
Bro, I said don't peek!
Yeah, but he's lit.
We lost to Glocks!
The scout has been picked up. I think that's about as good as it gets. Unfortunately, you can't save that because if you do, you get no money for the next round. And they need the money because they're buying up AKs in that third. So just 1 kill here. That would be something if you can catch a CT in the back. At the headshot, at least would be taking money out of the pockets of 100 Thieves, making his way towards Hut, though. He has made quite a lot of noise. I feel like he'll be detected, and indeed he will be. Azza to close things out. They give 2 kills away, though, probably more than they wanted to, but it does mean they get rifles out pretty much across the board.
I'd have to look at their other matches because it's not springing to mind, but in the pistol rounds that 100 Thieves have won, now 3 for 3 in this series. Yesterday against Astralis, 3 for 4, lost that series, obviously, so other issues there, but they have a 100% conversion rate in the second round. So they are at least taking advantage of the momentum, avoiding the eco situation. It's worthy of note because if you think back about teams like Vitality, that ultimately cost them what could have been their peak last year. They were always finishing second in finals because they were losing far too many anti-eco situations.
Oh, the CT sneaks in towards Secret, but it looks like he will be detected, but still Gratisfaction. It's another solo play from ENCE. I said this at the end of the last map. They seem to be making way too many of those. Just plays where they're like, sure, if you're in peak form and nailing your shots, I don't mind it too much, but you're not right now. You know your players aren't peaking at all. And you're throwing away these duels and actually losing most of them every single time. That's 3 one-on-one duels now. No trade potential at all.
Yeah, I think it's a... How do I sum this up correctly? They're overthinking and overanalyzing it, and no one seems to want to be the one to make the mistake. They're all looking to each other to step up, and as a result, they're just not working together at all.
It wasn't even around.
Constant one-on-one battles.
So you forced bought in the thirds. Go on.
Well, I was just going to say, to put that into the perspective, when you look back to Inferno, the round with Lias and Gratisfaction, where they worked together perfectly in their setup. We saw a round on B with X7 not covering the AWP.
Yeah, right.
They're just not in the positions to trade.
I just don't get that one at all. You fully invest in the third. You know you have a weaponry advantage. Instead of overwhelming the CTs, baiting out the nades and going in together with an execution, You've dropped one smoke, and then one player's fully committed towards outside because you spotted a CT. You've gone down, and everyone's committed at that point. They have to keep trying to trade, and you just haven't got the spacing to do so. It's not set up in that manner to actually make that strategy work. Towards outside they go. That nade's going to sting. Doesn't quite make it. And now Jacob looking to spray them down. He doesn't necessarily have to make this full commitment, and down he'll go, punished for it. And now there's an actual chance for ENCE to steal this round away if possible, but a kill does come back through. There's going to be Gratisfaction. A little bit of help from X7 there, but JKS rotating down towards lower. He's got the FAMAS, and he could be in trouble here. They've got plenty of firepower towards lower. Flashbang, though, will be deployed, and the bomb's down. That's going to buy some time to the rotations, and JKS makes good of it. 2 versus 2, make it 1. Lovely shot from Gratisfaction. He's looking fantastic right now. Speaking of which, it's Sergey with the 1 deke. 1 minute remaining. Has to recover the bomb, so he has a disadvantage in more ways than one here. Needs a 1 deke to close things out. Not going to happen. A slight chance there. He lands 2 bullets to Deagle, but Gratisfaction gets 3 in total. Brings the total up to 4-0. Not the cleanest rounds, but still got plenty of money on the CT side. That's the best opportunity ENCE have had so far. And they got the opening pick outside. 4-0 down, but they do have weapons into round number 5. They need to kind of tidy things up a little bit. Slow it down. Let's deploy some strategies. They're very good on this map historically. Early days, sure, but this does not bode well in the slightest.
Yeah, it doesn't really, does it? I mean, it's one thing to say, okay, sure, it's T-side Nuke, but it's a team that's been very good on this map in the past, and you've pointed out flaws in the gameplay. It's not like they've been close. It's not like they've made a contest of these rounds. They've just not even worked as a unit. Together they'll try to go outside this time, at least. Ariel, Sunny, Alu, that's going to back into the cubby.
Okay, this is a better approach now. So a default round with the outside smokes. We've got Seeker Control. That will force a rotation, however. They need to be cognizant of that. You can see Jacob.
They've already been spotted because Jacob's down below and there was a slight gap. I take it back. I'm not sure if Gratisfaction spotted or not, but certainly Jacob's aware of the possibility.
Oh yeah, you have to rotate one player down regardless. If smokes come through, that's what they're designed to be used for. If you can send one player down there, great. You're just taking vision away from the CTs and suggesting there's a chance that multiple players could be down there. But for now, Jacob did have a gap in the smoke. Time ticking away, however. Flashbang comes through. That nade will do pretty decent damage towards Ariel. Takes another 76. Molotov not quite deep enough. He means Jacob can actually battle towards lower here. Who will strike first, though? Will be him with a double. That's actually pretty remarkable. That sort of spray with that angle, he shouldn't have been worth 2 there, but he makes it work. And now it's all of a sudden a 4 versus 1. Just 1 player remaining here, and again, just another walk in the park for 100 Thieves. Nice approach from ENCE, but couldn't really do much with it. The Molotov needs to be a bit deeper than that. If it goes deep on the steps, it means he doesn't get that angle. Yeah. It was actually on the steps himself, and he still had a pretty promising position. Like I said, probably shouldn't be worth 2 there. It was very good from him, but ENCE not making this easy for themselves. These are very quick rounds as well. I want to see how he got this. So first shot, great. Did he continue to spray? Yeah, he did. That's sick from Jacob. Partial buy now, friends. Maximum loss bonus, of course.
I think there was sort of an Alec Baldwin dramatic pause in his spray.
Yeah.
But he's still, as you say, got both. X7, very quick with a scout.
They're too quick.
Well, I admire the confidence. But no one there to do anything with it. Ariel's going to pick the gun up instead. Aware of the location. Good damage on to Gratisfaction, but now down 2 men.
Oh, damage. Getting wrecked.
Yeah, everyone take a turn with the scout. It's over here. Come get it. Bomb as well. Yeah, Sunny, you're next.
It's funny you say that now because that's actually what's been happening in the gun rounds as well. One person goes down, then everyone just jumps into the same choke point, hoping to somehow make the shot. It's going to be 6-0 very quickly.
They want a live instant replay. What did you see? It's like FOMO. Yeah. They're like, I want to see it.
Well, it's another 4-on-1. Said that a few times already. Sergey up against it now. Best he can hope for a couple of 1 dekes. It would take a few more mistakes, though. Gratisfaction has been removed, and that's it. The 1 deke comes through. Nice shot. Gets to Krieg now. Not going to close things out. Azza, you all get the final frag of the round. They recover a Krieg. Money starting to swell into a decent position. A timeout, yes, certainly required. Yep. So I would say Alu brings out the AWP now.
If 100 Thieves win this game, I will do a shoey from a gumboot.
Who's that from?
I saw it on the screen. Good luck to you, sir. I wouldn't do a shoey from a... Well, look, I just wouldn't do a shoey. Okay? I was going to try and say from any time...
I just know how sweaty my feet get.
Yeah, it'd have to be a brand new set of shoes.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not really the spirit of it, I suppose. If you just get a brand new, fresh pair of trainers, but... Yeah, I wouldn't do one of me personally, just knowing what
my feet do. To be fair, I mean, if I were in Daniel Ricciardo's position, all sweaty, Looking sexy like the honey badger that he is. Accomplished. I might do one from a racing shoe then, yeah.
Okay.
You know,
So you
get
do it from another match shoe, but not your own.
Celsius cockpit.
Okay.
In the Nomex. It's a little warm in there.
Well, Aerial 0 kills so far. Really quite far from ideal. Ali, does he bring out the AWP? Not quite yet. Didn't have the funds to do it. He had about $5,400, so fancies the utility instead. But this is where 100 Thieves could start getting a bit too aggressive here. Doesn't seem to be a problem. Again, a kill comes in. No one to trade it out. Sunny will be dropped, and you can see now his teammates arrive at the scene of the crime. Well, the murder has already taken place, I'm afraid. Alu will have to try and pick the That's another solo play. He's out there by himself, but this is looking much better. There it is. The pounce comes through. They've got an advantage now. Jacob down to 4 HP, but JKS still with 100. Molotov surely takes Jacob out of this one, which it will, but he got a kill before he goes dropped. Alu 1 versus 1 against JKS, who is the clutch master of 100 Thieves here. Gets himself at the vent. He knows exactly where Alu will be after that bomb gets planted. The jump up comes through. Alu has the advantage for now. Not in terms of the HP. Flashbang's decent though. JKS will have to avert his gaze for a second. The wallbang comes through. It's successful. Down to 30 points of health now, and again they win it. Best chance they've had there. It was Sunny that goes down early on, but at least they had a good response to that. They knew there were 2 players outside. They go towards up and nail the first kill, but unfortunately couldn't hold on to it.
And exactly that. This is the first time we've seen them have a chance in a round. Like I was saying before, it's the T side. Sure, it's supposed to be harder on Nuke. You're still supposed to make a contest of it, so at least down to a one-on-one. Defuse required, obviously.
First bomb plant.
Well, I was going to tell you, I don't need to remind you they have the maximum loss bonus, but you can't necessarily buy every round. So the bomb plant's going to inject that little extra bit of cash, and they'll bring out an AWP for Alu this time to try and pick, I would say, outer width, because that's where they've been putting a lot of pressure, but we'll see. I mean, there's lots of options still toward ramp.
Yeah, this was a great shot. Okay, now they've got a real chance. That was Aerial's first couple of frags into this one, but as I mentioned, JKS, he doesn't lose many 1v1s. Another one to his tally. Alu with the AWP, but no helmet, just to note that makes him vulnerable to the M4s. AWP outside this time, but Gratisfaction with the same weapon. We're looking in similar territory. Things slow right down here. ENCE have struggled with the opening pick here so far. And Gratisfaction looking towards T-Red. No smokes deployed as of yet. Alu still ready and waiting. Looking towards silo now, Gratisfaction. Very good form right now. Excellent form, I'd say, so far in this tournament.
Yeah, 10-3 this map so far. It's just that few extra whiskers he's grown out.
Exactly.
Giving him a keen sense of his surroundings. Ooh. That is astonishing. I didn't think he could even see anything left on the head.
No, I thought that'd be a wallbang. But no, he just about plucks his head off there. 4 versus 5 now. ENCE looking to recover under a minute mark here. Haven't really got any territory on the map whatsoever to speak of. Making their way towards T-Red. That's about as exciting as it gets. Oh, nice wallbang. Sergey takes him down to 21. Gets him right in the head, Liaz, as he was crossing over towards the bomb site. That's not bad. Still need a bit more where that came from. Incendiary deployed towards outside. 30 seconds remaining now, Matt. They have to finish towards up by the looks of things. And now Aerial might be in trouble here, and indeed he is. Another solo play. Where is the spacing? Why is the flashbang? Where's anything? That is so individual in terms of their approach. Again, down he goes. No chance of a trade. It's pretty underwhelming. From a team that used to be gods on this map, and used to look like they were so well prepared. They've now got 7 seconds remaining. They did a little bit of damage. The most damage they've done in the round was by a wallbang where they didn't see anyone. Round done.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted. I mean, again, that was Train yesterday. They lost 16. Oh, I'll bring it up. I think it was 16-3 that they lost on Train. 16-13.
Yeah, it was against
16-3 on Inferno.
It was against 100 Thieves on Train. They actually got 12-3 on their T side.
Yeah, so
then they lost on their CT side to this very team.
And now they pick Nuke instead, and they look far less of a team. Okay,
yeah.
Sure.
This is weird. I'm not sure why they just don't just run some set pieces outside. Let's get people down towards lower.
The biggest thing to on Nuke for me is, and you mentioned it, those smokes are designed not just to allow you access to secret, but to force the CTs to have to rotate. You have to create movement. You have to get them. I mean, Grad has, look, that's a huge gap.
I think that's CT's created that, I think, with the Incendiary.
With the Incendiary, I did hear the Extinguish, so you're right. But either way, I mean, you've got to get him out of position. You've got to put some pressure on ramp, so he has to reconsider. JKS is watching that. Gratisfaction's all the way outside, fully committed, not even worried about upper, because you still have Azza in the hut, not forced out by utility. Liaz watching through the doorway, and Jacob knows there's a gap. The whole map is covered right now, and the CTs don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you're right. How do they even get towards Secret at this point? They have 2 flashes remaining.
Genuinely, I think at this point you have to start looking at ramp.
I think they're just holding up and making the CTs make a mistake at this point. That's about all I can really consider, because they can't really cross over. They're flashing each other. They've lost the first couple of picks, but they do get one in response. X7 to it, they're ready and waiting. Okay, an opening now. 3 versus 3. Sunny should be one of their strongest assets in these sort of situations. He's got the AK-47 looking towards the heaven position. Good angle. Can he find the shots? And he might even get a chance to at this point. Down to 44 points of health. Liaz gunning towards him. Nice shot, but a wall bang comes in from Grad, of course.
Sunny overcomplicated that. He had a great little headshot angle on the box to look heaven, and takes 2 bullets and then drops down. Take some time. Line up that shot. Don't be in such a panic like you're playing some aim map practice with bots that you have to hit the first peak every single time. That didn't need to get that way, and I think he could have gotten at least 2 in that situation. So 9-0 still for 100 Thieves. Managed to get kills outside somehow, but again, they're not doing enough in the early round to get map control.
Well then, 9-0. Was hoping this would be a very competitive second map here. Remember, if ENCE lose this one, they are out of the tournament. This has been absolute turmoil for them since they removed Alexi B. Brought Sunny in. Sure, it sounds like, wow, a lot more firepower coming in from Mouse Sports under the leadership of Carrigan. We think, okay, he's going to have everything he needs. He'll be bringing some new ideas in. But if anything, that they seem to be plummeting at this squad. We were hoping this tournament they would show us a different side to themselves. You can see no one's really fragging, no one's stepping up, lots of solo interactions across the map, and Nuke is one of the most technical maps in the pool. You really have to have everything well put together, ready to go, and I think the set pieces to this point, the defaults aren't working out. Let's just run executions, upper plays, and this might be one of them. Here we go, an equal trade for Nowali. Sunny will get the first, but Liaz coming in, striking with that M4. He has been absolutely dangerous with the weapon. As we go into a 4 versus 3, not much left in terms of utility for the T-side, but they have dropped down towards the vent. That's something.
Yeah, finally together collectively down below. Ariel actually went by the vent access. He holds main entrance. Not a bad position to be in. That smoke's going to dissolve. He'll have vision of anyone that wants to rotate down, and I don't think they know he's here. I think he gets one at least in this situation. Yeah, at least in this situation. He gets all 3, in fact.
It's more like
and ENCE will get their first round. Surely they can't allow JKS back into this. Bomb's halfway through its life. He's got a kit, 8350. You might as well go get a few guns out of their hands, but round has finally been won by ENCE.
An interesting stats just come in. There's not been a single flash assist so far on this entire map. So that's fine for under Thieves. They're 9-0 up. They don't need to get the flash assist. You're holding up and just taking players down. But if you're ENCE and you haven't had a single flash assist in terms of the kills you found on the map so far, suggests you're not even really helping each other out. We've noticed there's a lot of solo plays and interesting mentalities going forward. If the fact they're not even flashing each other in suggests things really are going wrong for them. But there's Ariel. It took something absolutely heroic, a 3-piece towards that main entrance, but overall, they get the round on the board. That's all that matters, and money's actually reasonably low for 100 Thieves. So sure, they're 9-1 down, but not all is lost. Here's the replay. You said they wouldn't check it out. They certainly didn't. Luckily, it was the Orb who was the second player there, so there was no instant trade. Getting into round number 11 now. ENCE could start a streak at this point. See if it lights the fire beneath them. So you can see they're actually approaching these plays now in these rounds with more conviction to start. You can see they've got an execute in mind. Smoke down there, not complicate things. They have to fall right back. They know it. You saw that change in their mind. It dissuaded them as soon as the smoke came in. They're like, well, that's the end of that. Back we go.
Good anticipation from Sergey.
100 Thieves have won 8 out of the 10 entry duels so far.
Good stuff. Yeah. For them. Terrible.
Yeah, for them. So that means you're on a 5-on-4 every single round, pretty much.
JKS going to play an off angle, and I don't know how that happens. I never.
That's a flash assist from them.
Yeah, really. Thanks very much. Well, it's off through to Speedway. No one's going to be rotating in that direction anytime soon. Sunny gets in behind the box.
It's like, we're coming here. Well then, 5-on-3. Sunny 8-8. Not really thriving in this team as much as you'd think. 12 bullets left in his AK. Might want to get a cheeky reload in soon. Up the ladder they go. Ali's just like, you know what, boys, we're going up here.
Yeah, well, they're going down there, I think, as well.
Well, probably cancel that one.
Whack-a-mole.
What? Why? Why would he go back up? I'm flabbergasted at that one. You get dinged down to 10 HP and you go, you know what? Have the kill. Take it. At least go down.
Sonny's looking far too stubborn. He's overcomplicating things. I mean, why you had ramp room? You could have done something with that. Instead, you push through. You go one at a time up the ladder, wrap around,
Throw in the towel.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I don't know what they're up to. They just aren't prepared on this map, I'm afraid. 100 Thieves, great game for them. Do not take anything away from them. They're playing really solid CS right now, nailing their shots, good coordination, decent holds into ramp positions. They're getting those opening picks every single time. But ENCE, this is a game they're going to want to forget. Like I said, that's the flash assist. You just tell them you're coming. So he gets dinged. You're 10 HP. And what are you hoping to do? Go up there and no-scope them? You've got an AWP in your hand as well. Why would you go back up? Oh, it's hurting my brain thinking about it.
Yeah, that's... yeah. That makes no sense to me. It's not like a jiggle peek. You're on a ladder, bro. Can't shoot. They got another extinguished smoke outside. Massive gap. Gratisfaction. He will take advantage. And even still, there's some feet that will show, which means he'll get damage onto Sergey. I would have thought that might have even been a kill at that point in time. As already down low, he is looking at players that are low on HP, but they do converge on to his position. Gratisfaction inside of the vents corridor to fire out with the AWP. Caught quick switching. That gives Sergey the kill and the weapon, if he should so desire an AWP in that situation.
Yeah, I think these are sort of rounds that ENCE should be running. Just stick together. If smoke's outside, get five down lower. Yeah, just get stuck in. You've got players that can frag.
It's simple, Sonny.
Exactly. And then kiss.
We can do that later. Sorry,
we already broke the internet with that one.
The thought was distract. We did actually break the internet.
Well, 40 seconds remaining. 3 players down and lower. Problem is, right above them, it's going to be a JKS. He's got the Krieg in hand, and he's pretty handy with that weapon, let me tell you. Unless they can flash him off, they're in a lot of trouble here. They're trying to move his position. And Alu now left in a 1 versus 1. Needs to recover the bomb, however. 20 seconds remaining. Will do just that. Goes for the AK-47 instead. He's got Liaz to deal with here. And right now, Liaz making his way down the vents. So, advantage, I would say, for Alu, depending on where he repositions here. Currently sat behind the bomb site silo. Is the door open? To his left, it's not. Oh, well, wasn't that exciting in the end, I'm afraid.
That was not. Very underwhelming. I think this entire game has been 11-1 for 100 Thieves.
As soon as he opens the door, he's like, well, I'm dead.
This would have been the hardest of resets in the past, but it doesn't seem to matter that ENCE have the advantage.
No, that's the problem with this current meta. Like, that's what I don't like about it. The clutch is like, like, that's the reset. They've done it. They've absolutely wrecked them. And it's just like, well, no way. They've still got maximum loss bonus, of course. They got the bomb down, a full buy coming in. Don't worry about it. So it does remove that narrative, which I do miss. Especially like it's a 1 versus 3 and you've reset them when you're on the back foot. It's just like, that's so massive, it's huge. But you just don't get that anymore. Well, money is certainly there, like we said. Win a single round. Get that loss bonus back up. Bomb planted. AKs, Krieg and the Orb. 11-1 though. Still a chance. They get 11-4. Still a competitive game. But it's not looking like they'll get there.
Jacob backs away from the opening, which would have presented himself to a flashbang with his name on it. Alu has already gone by. Boost above smoke. Smoke now gone. He's got to be very careful of his position. No one peeking it, so they'll give access. They'll grant access to Secret this time. But as you can see, the split map down below. Gratisfaction is still in position with the AWP. It's a shot and a fall. He'll have to be very quick about his motion and likely takes the left toward the vent to get away even faster. Very slight choke point for him to fire at. His reactions will have to be extremely sharp. Alu's going to continue around outside, so they want to take the yard entirely for the ENCE camp this time. Finally, they're going to get a peek outside. JKS. Does Alu spot it? He's just on the edge of the scope, and if Alu continues to walk forward, he actually might end up tunneling vision down below and not see him, but for now it subsides, and it's going to be Liaz inside on the ground. X7 to boost up and catch them out, potentially.
It's 30 seconds remaining, a 5 versus 3. Great opportunity here for ENCE. Just need to stick the landing. Nothing too flashy required here. Liaz, though, He's still alive and kicking with 100 HP, and he has been a thorn in almost every team's side here, but it looks like they've done enough here. 100 Thieves will have to give in at this stage, and Gratisfaction tries to take a pop shot from the vents there. Would have been pretty remarkable if he hit it, but down he goes. And money not amazing here. This is the problem now. They only get $1,400 into that next round. So pretty much has to save the AWP and already given up his position. They know he's down towards lower, so no reason to let him survive. He's going to go down eventually, I would say, and the hunt will begin. They need to be careful, though. Need to keep decent numbers up here. Can't throw everyone at him. Holds towards lower. So that's what we wanted to see from it. We wanted to see just a nice outside take, smokes down, group up, find those shots. Exactly what we got there. Nothing too flashy required. Got players that can frag. And like I said, Gratisfaction should be going down here. They know where he is now. Is it worth it, though? With the AWP in his hand, do they want to sacrifice any more than they have? It works out. He could have actually stayed on the steps and been fine, but it will be Sergey to find the second round there. Removing the AWP, they might have actually forced out a bit of a partial buy here. Could lead to a level 3, and it will be a CT timeout from 100 Thieves. So they are 11-2 up, averaging around $3,000 per player. A little bit more, I suppose. It's Gratisfaction of 2,900. At the very top end, we have Liaz of 4K.
So let's see what the timeout yields.
I would say 5-7s, a nade, something like that.
I mean, look, ENCE, credit to them, they've made it reasonably close. We used to have the situation of the positive reset when this meta first came in, and that was because of partly the lack of capping it at 5, and the other team could buy back in if they whittled you down. It only takes 2 rounds to break you. We're kind of seeing a knock-on effect of that right now, because there has been a few close rounds, 1 loss, which was a full reinvestment. And this is ENCE's chance. So, yeah, this timeout certainly important for both sides. They've gone a little more aggressive than you suggested, Henry.
They really have, haven't they? 2 M4s, 2 FAMASs. I would have liked to have gone for the 12-3 myself. This is swinging for the fences. As they do get into the next round here, we've got a quick player down towards the fence. That's Sunny. Has he got the bomb? I'm not sure who has got the bomb. He hasn't, but at this point, it might be enough. They've got players down towards Secret as well. This is quite exciting from ENCE.
It's exciting, but the bomb's in the lobby, which means it could still be caught. They have to be extremely careful, because if they push through, if they try and take back map territory, which I think Aza looks to do as he gets toward the squeaky door, they could still get caught out. I think that's... I'll put that on hold for now. I think it's starting to... Yeah, there you go. Aza down. That's the round.
Yeah, wasn't a big fan of that buy from 100 Thieves, and it's a very quick round. There we go. ENCE just throwing their star players into scenarios we might have to do something. That was a nice set piece. Smoke was down. Get down towards that vent. Get a quick kill. CTs have to react, considering their low buy. Much more like it. And it's now a 3, potentially 4, considering they're up against pistols in this round. So they've taken the eco there. They've had a full buy for 115 here. Could have maybe guaranteed 12-3. But now looking likely to be to 11-4. We'll see if they can do anything with the CZs here. ENCE do not want to give this round away at halftime. You'll have 3 minutes to stew over the fact he just lost the pistols. Should be theirs. And they're picking up the pace now, which I like. I respect this. Sunny's doing the same play again. It worked out before. And can he make it successful once again? It's the exact same play they presented before. I like it.
Rail takes down Gratisfaction on the repeak as well, so now he's got the stairs. Grat gone, pistols to work with. I think we're going to see 11-4 for the half. Also, an interesting point that we're on round 15 and they don't have money because of an aggressive force buy in the previous round. They could have afforded potentially to sit on 1 and still get a 12-3 with a full buy in this round. Sunny spots a quick shoulder, but won't be able to take advantage of it. It is Jacob that's down below. Giving up lobby control, no one pushing through as of yet. They do have pistols. They could elect to do something like that together in a unit. But instead, and slow the pace considerably, it has to be said. We're down to 45 seconds. The first kill came in about 40 seconds ago.
Yeah, nice shot from X7.
The snap observation really caught me off there, I won't lie.
Looks like ENCE got this one tied up. Seem to put a bow on it. 20 seconds, full control of the lower site. Shouldn't be a world where 100 Thieves can steal this one away. 2 players in lobby right now, so once that bomb's planted, it will be 11-4. Pretty much guaranteed, nothing to save at this point. Bomb planted. The only chance they had of denying that plant. Not going to happen. And there we go. Just a matter of time. All 3 players coming in from the ramp.
Ariel waiting on the angle for a headshot. Just behind Sergey to trade. He watches the opposing side. They can each swing for the other, so that's more like it. That's a trade setup. More of that, please. 11-4.
There, I agree. More of that. And it's lucky that ENCE realized that they've just ran some set pieces, got Sunny down the vent, so it'd actually have a pretty competitive half. They realized before it was too late. 11-4 doesn't sound great, but in the context of Nuke, it's not too bad. They can still bring this one back. It's their map pick. We'll see if they can do it after this break.
The 11-4 for 100 Thieves. If ENCE start changing the map was the idea. It certainly hasn't worked. A little better toward the end. Good final round, but not enough trades one by one.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Matt. ENCE, though, got their act together towards the end. Sunny took matters into his own hands and started diving down that vent. That was the answer. It seemed to find them a solution, at least. Overall, they managed to get their opening picks after a very underwhelming approach on their defaults. They have managed to at least give themselves a fighting chance here. With 4 rounds on the board as they move over to the CT side of Nuke. Need the pistol, though, and that has been 100 Thieves' specialties in this tournament so far. Winning the pistols, getting the conversions. We'll see if they can replicate that once again. The nades are just going to blow out the door. Smoke towards main entrance. But for now, holding on to it. So making their way in towards the ramp room. It will be X7 has to fall back. No damage inflicted. And Jacob makes his way towards heaven very quickly indeed. Are they going to fly up the ladder here? I think they might do. And it's going to be a quick couple of kills for the CTs for now. Azza will bring one back. But it's still now good territory. 400 Thieves. Not for long.
I thought Alu was just going to spank them. Clap them. But unfortunately not. He missed some shots and He goes down. It may not matter in the end. Doesn't at all. In fact, they overrun the upper position. He the only one to die. And they take back territory that 100 Thieves really went in on. First pistol they've lost in this series.
I like that tactic. We remember on G2 back in the day, they used to run that sort of approach where you'd have one player outside on T roofs. He would smoke towards heaven just to get ramp room. Then you'd fly up the ladder, right, and have a bit more control. That would make more sense. Flying up in that manner, not a big fan of that. You can see the vulnerabilities of this flying up. I feel like that might have been an on-the-fly call. Once you get ramp control like that, you're pretty much guaranteed to get lower and a plant at least if you go down. But either way, ENCE well held. Much needed pistol, 11-5 now, as they bring out the M4s and UMPs. It's going to be a quick kill for Aerial using that silenced M4. Shouldn't find too many frags on the T side here. Sunny will draw down the vent once again, this time on the CT side, and give them a guaranteed round. A quick one, but the AKs come out on the third. Plenty of money to bring out 5 rifles, but there are 3 SMGs on the end side. Need to be careful here. Every round counts at this sort of deficit. Will they upgrade anything? I don't think they will. UMP is a versatile weapon. Just need to play it correctly. Getting to round number 18 now, 2-0 for the CT side, but this is an important one.
Important. We talked about 100 Thieves' ability to convert and do the same, but now challenged with lesser weapons and a worthy opponent with 3 Kriegs. We're seeing 100 Thieves use the Kriegs more than we're seeing ENCE use it as well, by the way. Not that their economy was great in the first half, but considering they were a team that loved the AUG so much, you would have thought the Krieg was a natural succession.
Well, we'll see if
progression, succession, you get it. It all works.
It all works. We'll see.
Because I say so.
We'll see if these Kriegs can do damage here. 3 of them with most of the utility they need. They'll throw smokes towards outside. We don't necessarily have to use them. We explained why in the first half. Molotov towards Secret. Smokes are a bit deeper than usual. And it's Aerial to defend now. Damage being exchanged, and it will be Aerial to take the brunt of it. Dropping an HE towards Secret potentially here, but it's the first kill for Jacob. He'll find Aerial. Sunny down to 41 as well. They've got decent numbers down towards the lower side here. I think it's JKS holding towards Squeaky Door. Indeed it is. Looking for those rotations. So he can patrol the vent now. Make sure the CTs don't have access to at least rotate down towards that side. They'll have to come through ramp or flush him out. 40 seconds remain. Vent should be clear. Now it's up to JKS just to hold in position. But Sunny knows he'll have to go through the lobby to shut him down. And he might be in trouble here, JKS. Timing will be everything. I think he goes down. He has to turn around now. Ooh, it's so close. He's done for. He's done.
X7 with the kill. Yeah, absolutely done for. And bomb to go down. Lee is the one to plant it. Kassad.
Are they saving? Yeah, I think they are.
You know, I have to say Kassad, he looks a little older with the white jersey on. I think the red Renegade shirt maybe was a bit better to his complexion.
Yeah, potentially. Why doesn't look good on me either?
Leaned over like he's squinting in.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You roll up those sleeves, you pack the dart, you got that, Morrissey.
No, white makes me look even paler than usual. It's not good, especially in the studio lights. I really shouldn't wear it, but I did yesterday. You know, sometimes I give in. Don't have many clothes.
Yeah, it was really funny that, thank God black is slimming. I'm just going to say that now. But I didn't have a lot of black when I started traveling again, and I was like, man, I don't understand why. And then I went home and saw Jaden again for the first time and realized immediately why I didn't own any black.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of shedding going on.
Oh, ridiculous.
Well, that's a good round of 100 Thieves, but good discipline from ENCE as well. Realizing the round was over and they'd gained too much access towards lower. Just give the round up, let them have it, maintain the money. That's exactly what they've done. Allo bring out the AWP as well. So they've got 3 rifles, including an AK. They picked up from JKS. Not all is lost. Pretty decent overall, things considered. Like, lower is a very difficult side to retake. Might as well keep the money there. But it does allow 100 Thieves to get on their feet financially as well. You can see they've got a full buy now in terms of utility. See those outside smokes nice and early. Molotov towards Secret once again, flashes in the air, and it's up to Aerial to defend, but he's towards the garage, so not really much he can do about that. Allo can take some pop shots, see if he can get the timing right. Doesn't really get anything for it. Oh, is that all? Okay, it's the same sort of approach. JKS to hold towards lobby and 4 down towards lower, so very difficult to react to this, because remember, like, they can't go down the vent. JKS is watching that. But X7, he'll be on the actual bomb side ramp itself. Decent position. He has to be wary of the decon door. Allo's here, going to nail that first shot, no problem. Good reaction from the ZZs here.
I thought Allo might actually overindulge on the repeak, but thinks better of it. Molotov down. X7 takes advantage of the fact that they can't repeak and slides all the way into the site. He'll make his, way up on the catwalk as well. So now he can cover off anyone that does dare push through the window. He'll have the audible noise of the door opening down below on both sides, for that matter. And meanwhile, the bomb is just biding its time. But X7 is going to go down. That's going to give them the time to get in. Alu forced off the angle. I thought the positioning looked so good, and yet one missed shot. Okay, I was going to say it falls apart. Recovered. Lias needs to do the same. He completely surrounded, might get both. Nades out in hand, he swings, and JKS capitalizes on stunning. It falls apart so fast.
They had the perfect setup there, ENCE. They had played that so well, but they weren't ready for that solo heroic play there from Lias. How he makes that work, I have no idea. He was surrounded. It was like a 4-on-2 situation. The kills just come out of nowhere there. The shot towards Ali towards the ramp open up Pandora's box. And
it's because he has the accuracy of a Liaza beam.
Oh, that's pretty good. He's back.
Not for long, don't worry.
Lias with the 3 kills in the Creek. He has had an astonishing tournament. It's himself and Gratisfaction that have been the shining beacons for 100 Thieves, but that's a round they shouldn't have won. That was not a great tactic or a great approach in general, but just the fact that he managed to get 3 kills in that sequence was remarkable. That shuts down the money, gives them a 13-6 lead, and a round that shouldn't have been theirs at all.
Yeah, what a time to do it.
Yeah, pivotal. So it'll be the partial buy down from ENCE. Possible to win these rounds, sure, but they haven't really been that compelling individually. Oh, that was such a good reaction as well. Alu down towards lower, watching the window. X7 on the actual bomb side floor ramp. Like, it was an ideal setup. They had rotations coming in. They were locked there. And you heard the roar come through. They know that's a massive round. They just stole away, living up to their name.
4 players already inside of the stairwell.
Again, 3 in a row now.
1 player, JKS, waits outside for rotations to cause chaos. 2 have at least gone down through ramp.
But surely there'll be lower presence here, yes. So after receiving this sort of play 3 times in a row, you might be ready for it. Problem is, can they hold it off with just Eagles?
7, same position he went down last time. Sunny starts it. MP9.
Bit sloppy there. Caught the nades out. Pulling a kill back though, but X7. I think the ENCE win this round, you know. It's looking very good for them. We'll see. Low HP.
It's almost the round they didn't get last time because they were able to control the control room. That wasn't meant to be a pun, but they actually shut them down on entry. As soon as X7 didn't last time, that allowed them to get back into position to plant. They still do, and it is still just Sergey, so they might get away with it yet again.
Yeah, if Alu had a swung there when his teammates were getting shot at, maybe he would have had a chance. He stays towards Shadow for the long con. Doesn't work out and surely goes down here. That was a decent chance for ENCE. I feel like they should have had that one. Alu maybe waits a little bit too long towards Shadow, and it will be 14-6. Money's still there, though. ENCE can buy into this round, but they'll have to play a perfect game at this point. They'll need 9 rounds in a row just to get them to map points. 1 round against them, it'll be match point for 100 Thieves. So, yes, they have decent cash here. Alu can bring out the AWP. It's an AUG for X7. 20 kills for Sunny, just to note. Finally coming online here in Beijing.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember, this is elimination or advancement, depending on how you look at it. It is first spot in the arena. And they'll cross over as well and be on the opposing side of the bracket, too. Astralis, presumably, against EG, but we'll see how that transpires. EG's side, I should say.
Yeah, first couple of kills come through. It's an equal exchange. OX7 normally found towards that lower bomb site. He's removed, and now they know exactly where Sunny is positioned. He'll have to flash through and hope for the best. There's a smoke down, though. Can't do much with it. Sergey with him.
I should say I'm getting ahead of myself, because it is FaZe versus EG, and the form that FaZe has been on lately, that could still go their way. Vitality is who would play the winner of this game. On the other side, Lias takes down Sergey. JKS tags up Alu. He's on 9, but they still have the man advantage, and that is all important at this point in the round. 40 seconds to play with. Bomb not yet planted, and JKS takes a significant amount of damage in his attempt to slide across the door and do so. He's put himself in a position where Lias can support, but he's preoccupied. No one can be able to capitalize inside of the site immediately, but bomb not planted. JKS better hope for an absolute miracle if he wants to rotate this back around to upper. 22 seconds, perhaps saving the Krieg is the call.
He's got $5 grand, a Krieg and armor. So he's got more kits than he would in terms of cash coming into the next round. It looks like he's going to try and get the bomb down if possible. Makes his way towards up. If he gets it down, that's still something. It looks like he will get the plant in at least. Might as well stick it, but they're going to try to hunt him down here.
Oh, not quite.
Well, decent effort there. Sunny will get the final frag. It's 3 more in that round. Holds him off from Decon. It was looking like a decent round with the initial exchange there. 1-for-1 towards ramp. But 14-7 comes through. It's going to be a terrorist time. I hear Casada going to join in. If they got the bomb down, they'd have a really decent buy here, but they didn't. So actually might have to take a bit of a partial. Don't think they need to force this one, but we'll see which way they're inclined. Sunny with the Krieg in front of them there. So I'm seeing a couple of flashes come in. A smoke. Azza has confirmed the purchase, at least with one of the players. He gets AK and armor. Faction gets a helmet as well, so presumably they're going for this one. Might just go for the hero AK. There it is. JKS with a Krieg as well. Going to spend all the schmeckles here. Money, not amazing, friends. Could be a UMP 4x7. Allo on the AWP. They really have been abusing that outside area, getting 4 players down consistently. But Sunny kills through the smoke, kills on the vents. A lot more where that came from. They have the advantage in terms of the firepower going to round number 22 here.
Faction already outside. You're right. That didn't do much, did it? It does block the Opera if it was back
that's a good
there.
point, yeah.
But there isn't one, so it won't amount for much. Liaz does take down Sunny at least. Still 2 men in the deficit. Remember that round he clutched? Imagine he hadn't, and these 2 rounds went. What will we be right now? Let me do the math quickly. 12-8. Potentially 12-9 after this round. So yeah, it may have seemed like a decent spread of rounds between them, but significant in fact. Not going to get much done this time either. Leah's the one left alive, 5 HP. Khalil to work with, and 5 HP. He still manages a kill? Okay, where's the trade?
Not going to come in. Got a bit fortunate on the timings there. 5 HP. Unlikely he can win this one, but there is a chance. So you can see all the outside smoke. Yeah, you're right. There's a block division of the AWP outside. They were going for a fast play towards main entrance. Hasn't worked out for them, though. Should be X7 closing things out the UMP. Spots him. Doesn't land the bullet just yet. A little bit unfortunate. Does he swing once more? Time will tell. Alu has a rifle as well. Must know that he's low. Oh, the preemptive shots. And now he actually get the bomb down towards lower. Oh, this could actually get a little bit spicy. Drops the smoke. Nice open plant. So he's got the money. He still might win this, you know. There is a chance. It's a small.
Oh my god!
No!
5 HP in a 1-on-4!
That's not allowed. That's ridiculous. We were like, okay, maybe he gets the bomb down. Maybe he gets some extra cash. He's got 5 HP in a Galil. A double spray down. Pack it up. It's done. It's all over.
That's unbelievable. I said, where was the trade upstairs? At least get the one downstairs. How does not a single bullet land?
No way. That's a god tier.
Oh, look at the bullets. They avoid him.
Oh no.
I want whatever reverse polarity magnet he carries up his bum, because that thing was it's got to be in the shape of a horseshoe.
I can't believe it. I'm stunned. Oh my god. That's just absurd. Well, anyway.
And ENCE can kiss the tournament goodbye on that, I'm afraid. As is taking the early damage. To be fair, X7's not much better off.
5 HP. He gets 4 kills.
All right, let's take a deep breath. Let's compose ourselves. X7, the trade potential for Alu only amounts to 1. Good recovery, good read and react by 100 Thieves to check the corner. 3-on-3. And they look to go lower, but then decide elsewise. This is smart, too, because rather than all trying, as we saw ENCE do in the first half, to go toward the ladder, they will split. They'll go back toward one player, toward the lobby, so they can take the site from both sides. And no one's upstairs to shut them down. It's Sergey immediately underneath, firing early on the MP9. That's not going to help him. Liaz looks directly onto his head and fires into it with a Krieg. It's only 16 kills for Liaz, I want to point out. 9 of which, look, I don't even remember how many at this point. I've been in massive clutch situations.
Yeah, you're right there, Matt. Let's see whether they can pull this one off. Could be the last round here. It looks to be the case, and my goodness, it closes out with an absolute banger there. Liaz with the clutch from hell on the lower bomb site. ENCE saw they were back into the game. It looked likely they could find a few more rounds there, but it comes in 2-0. 16-7 on Nuke. ENCE looked out of their depth in the first half. They managed to get it together. 11-4 wasn't the worst half considering what they were facing on earlier in the stages of that first half, but now it's Lias that absolutely destroys them there. We'll throw it over to Des to analyze what we